This is my new Pro 4 SC10 4-wheel drive. I got it Tuesday, and I got it to run in my four-wheel drive class. I know it ain't a super competitive chassis on it, but still yet though, I wanted to run all associated, and this one I got for $300. But if you can notice, it's got the front lights on it. See that? It's got the rear lights on it, which I won't be racing with them on. Or I might try it, I don't know. But as you can see, the red lights on it. It's pretty cool. But I was shocked by the speed control on the motor. It's a sensorless, brushless. I think it's a 600 Reedy speed controller. It can handle 2S or 3S batteries. And the motor's a 3300 kV Reedy sensorless motor. And I mean, I guess sensorless technology's come a long way, because I just don't know what what to make of it. I mean, it runs like a sensor motor, and censored speed controller to me. Brakes is good, real good. And I love them tires. I know they ain't for racing, but man, those tires, those are cool. I mean, those are really cool. I'll show you what brand they are. They're General Grabbers, and they look really cool on this thing. They're real soft. I mean, well, they got a soft foam in them, but the rubber ain't bad either. I mean, I don't know. I would try this on an outdoor track. Indoor track, I don't think it would do too good. Maybe it would, I don't know. But yeah, I love the paint scheme. I'm thinking about changing my paint scheme now to this. I love that paint scheme. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Get Larry Genova to paint me a cross on top of it too. Yep, I really like it. It surprised me. Yep, I've already got. Well, I can show y'all what's under the body. Show y'all what's under the body. Just make sure it's recording. Now, it comes with a debris filter, I guess, but I didn't want to put it on. It was dumb on my part, but I should have. But anyway, it's a SC10 BL Reedy speed controller, and Reedy 3300 kV motor, and I got my Rapid Fire 5500 milliamps an hour packs. Turnigy, they got 140 C discharge. That's crazy. But yeah, I love it. the steering servo, it ain't too bad. I mean, I could see the lag in it, you know, but you know, it ain't too bad. Oh, I wish they'd make some more hop-up parts for it. I got the shocks. I got the aluminum bodied shocks from Team Associated, and I was thinking about buying a servo. I've got a 4x4 SC10 track star motor, a 5-turn one, which it sticks out a lot. I also got a 510R speed control I was going to put in on it. I'd probably have to move this forward a lot for that motor to finish. I think the back of that motor comes to right there. And of course, I just temporarily done all this, you know, to run it, have fun with it. And let's see, that servo saver's awfully loose. Awfully loose. I might have to tighten that up a little bit. I don't want to strip it out, so as long as it's all right now, that's good. But you know, it's pretty basic. Pretty basic 4-wheel drive. Center diff, rear diff, front diff, steel shaft through the middle. It's covered, which is cool. You access it through the bottom, right there. And the servo is here. I'd love to get an aluminum mount, one of those, but I don't see none made yet. But I like it. This is the only thing I don't like about it. It's the elevated chassis. To be real competitive in 4-wheel drive, it's got to be a, you know, a flat bottom chassis or lowered chassis. But you know, it I don't know, it I just wanted to get it to run 4-wheel drive class. I like having fun, you know, more than winning, to be honest with you. I'd rather have, if I come in last every time, I wouldn't care as long as I had a ball. And you know, don't get me wrong, it's fun to win every now and then, but it's not a necessity for me at my age. Oh, I've been doing this since 91. And I've owned all kinds of cars, trucks, you know. It's just, I guess, you know, it's just something I like. I don't know, I've always liked 4-wheel drive trucks, and I never understood why Associated didn't make a race version of this truck. That's kind of got me befuddled a little. You know, they did make SC10 4-wheel drive, and it was a pretty good truck, belt drive, but it never evolved. And you'd have to get that aluminum center chassis to make it really competitive. Though I did win the 2013 King of the Hill at DRCR with my 4-wheel drive sportsman class. Took it home, baby. I think I won by 2 laps too. I think I started 6th or 7th in that race. There was like 12 of us, and I knew where the start line was at that time. I knew when we started, you had about 15 foot, and then you had a real bad curve. Yeah, I mean, it was just about a hairpin curve. And I knew, I said, man, these guys are all going to try to outrun each other. And I said, when they do overshoot that, just drive slow and go by them. Talking to my camera, Donnie, I'm filming. Yeah, thank you. That's my stepson, Donovan. Anyway, I took, and when the horn sounded, man, they dove. I mean, they were wide open. They all, every one of them, even the dude that had the fast lap, had the, oh shoot, I forgot. He got the #1 pole position, and he he TQ'd and done all this stuff, and I didn't know if he would do that or not, where he already was starting in front. But after, you know, after a while, you know, the other 3 rounds we raced in, you know, he was pretty steady, good driver. I mean, he was really good, but I don't know what made him think it. He could take that curve, you know, after nailing the throttle on wide open and then trying to power slide it through that curve. And all he done was just, you know, well, it put me in the lead. And in the first 6 laps, I'd already had a three lap lead, because these guys was, I mean, they was doing good during qualifying, and in the mains, man, they were making all these mental mistakes, trying to go too fast. And I just kept my calm and drove through it. And there's one guy, the fast guy I was telling you about, guy that got the TQ. He was coming up behind me pretty quick, probably the last 2 minutes of the race, and he come up behind me pretty quick, and I just pulled over and let him by. I'd already had 3 laps on him, and he got one of his laps back, but he never did catch me again before the bell ran off. But I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Yep, thank you, Lord, for that. I'll show y'all the trophy one of these days. But, first rollover. Man, I love them tires. Second rollover. Yep. I guess that elevated chassis got a lot to do with that. It's like driving a Traxxas, I guess, Slash. It's got that elevated chassis. Oh. I like the punch of them batteries. Very, very well. That is pretty cool. It don't got instantaneous, you know, when I nail the throttle on this controller, which this controller's decent. I mean, it's a 2.4 gig XP120 associated. It was already set up, and the trims is already dialed in when I ain't touched nothing. I didn't have to touch nothing. You know, 4 AA batteries, which you can see there. Get my batteries at Harbor Freight. Can't beat them. Get 50 batteries for $5. Anyway, get back to the truck. Alright, I want to do a wide open. Just nailing the throttle. See, it's got that hesitation. Yeah, that's the difference in a censored and non-censored. But I like that, you know, just in case your traction wasn't all that great. Pulling out. Got back on its top. Oh, 40 weight shock fluid. Yeah. I believe we're going to have to change some things about these shocks if we're going to run it. This is my bone stock run with this truck, and you know, demonstrating to you what it's got right now out of the box. Just throw a fresh battery in it and go. And this is exactly that. It's not the best it's not the best it's not the best truck about not rolling it over. But I love it. I really do. It's really shocked me. I didn't think I'd like it that much. I mean, well, I've been reading about it, and it took for like 3 months after they said it was going to be released to release it, and then they finally got it in, and it's I mean, it sharp looking truck, really good looking truck. I like that front bumper and them lights on it. I guess that's a nerd in me. 51-year-old nerd. Yep. And it's got good low idle control. Good brakes, great brakes. Man, that sounds like my big Rady 850R. It's on, well, it's Alex's now, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to get this thing out, run it, you know, play around with it, tell you my thoughts about it. Ow. Now we don't want to lose any more toes here. Yeah, it's getting really, really, really hot. I bet it's going to rain here shortly. But I really like the truck. I don't think it, I mean, $300, man. Yeah, I could have spent, you know, a lot more money for a Techno or a Losi, and probably get better results, you know, better lap times. But I've always been an Associated guy.